Tony Romo, even though it wasn't his fault. He threw 15 for 19, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. But they have to realize DeMarco Murray fumbled the football. That cost us a score. He fumbled the football in which he could have had a long touchdown. That's number one. Number two, the defense. On 3rd and 15, there was a play. If you look back at the game, 3rd and 15, there was a play. I think we were up 21-13. There was a play. Yeah, 21-13, we were up. There was a play on 3rd and 15 where the defense, I think in the third quarter, allowed Aaron Rodgers on a 3rd and 15 to complete not only the first down, but a 46-yard touchdown with the rookie on our defense. But that's Romo's fault? We're going to blame him? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then after that, they gave up another touchdown when Aaron Rodgers threw in between 2 defenders on our team, the Cowboys, and he threw it in right in the middle of coverage in 2014 in the playoff game. Right in between those two, and boom, with a hurt leg. So we could have took advantage of that, but we didn't defensively. And he threw it right in there, but it's Romo's fault. And then Romo again had to save us at the end of the game, throw the ball up to Dez Bryant, our best player. They ruled it not a catch. We know that was a catch. You know, anybody can see that was a catch. It was a catch. Anybody can see that. And there was also another catch similar next year. If you look at the Cardinals and Packers game, Larry Fitzgerald made the same type of catch, and they ruled it a catch. The same type of catch Dez Bryant made. And there's actually a picture showing you exactly the same type of catch Larry Fitzgerald made and Dez Bryant made, and they were the same. The 3 feet down, the lunge, same thing. They ruled that a catch. They ruled Dez Bryant's catch not. And Tony Romo never touched the ball again to lead them down the field. But again, it's Romo's fault. We're gonna crucify him instead of looking at our defense, our offensive line in the previous years. But our offensive line is stout now. And when Romo had a team around him, how far did Romo go? How far did he go? Almost to the NFC champ, one play away from the NFC Championship game. If we stopped because Aaron Rodgers did have time. I give Stephen A. Smith credit for this. Aaron Rodgers did have 3 minutes to go down the field and score a field goal if we were to take the lead over the Packers in 2014. So people have to realize that and understand that. I give a shout out to Ultimate Cowboy and his videos. You guys should check him out. This is my first video. I'm not really on YouTube a lot, but I just had to give a shout out to him because this is a point that I've been trying to get across people, that it's annoying me how people still view Tony Romo as, you know, he had playoff, you know, opportunities, and he did. And I'm not going to say that, okay, he had fault with that. He's the quarterback. He had opportunities to go far in the playoffs. He had opportunities. I'm not going to say he didn't. I'll be fair. He had opportunities. He's not a good playoff quarterback. If you look at it, he's not a great playoff quarterback. He's 2-4. That's not great. But you have to realize that he's carried this team for years. With like in 2013, he's carried that whole season. That whole season, he carried us. That whole season. Because our defense was 32nd ranked, the last historically bad team. Under Monty Kiffin, our defense was complete garbage. Complete garbage. He carried us. 13. He carried us. Our defense was terrible, but he would score at least 30 to 40 points almost a game. And our defense couldn't stop the other teams from scoring. Our defense was so bad, they meant that game in the Packer game when we lost, when Romo threw that last interception against the Packers, Matt Flynn had 4 touchdown passes and around over 300 yards. So, and where is Matt Flynn now? He doesn't have a job. Yeah. He doesn't have a job now. But back then, they made him look like a Hall of Famer. Or an elite quarterback, Matt Flynn. And where's Matt Flynn now? Exactly. So that's how bad our defense was back then. So again, people don't want to look at the defense. They always want to blame Romo. Stephen A. Smith has never mentioned the defense, how bad it was. He's never mentioned that. He's always mentioned Romo came short when he had the opportunity. And he did. But when you have a bad defense like that, how far are you going to get? Look at Drew Brees. Why hasn't Drew Brees made it to the playoffs since 2012 or 2013? Why hasn't he made it since? It's 2016. Why hasn't he made it in the past 3 years? Why? He's had the worst defense in the league. He had a bad defense for a long time, and he's been carrying that team. But that team is usually 500 or below 500 for those 3 years. Why? Again, the defense. Offense can take you but so far. Drew Brees can take them but so far on his own. The same thing with Romo, but they don't want to see that because he plays for Dallas. He plays for the Cowboys, and they blew up his mistakes in the past, and they never looked at his heroics and what he's done for the team. They've never looked at that. They've only looked at, I realize now, they only looked at what he did wrong. And they blew it up, and that's why he's the most undeserved, criticized quarterback in the whole entire NFL. it's sad. I hope that, I hope that this, I hope he gets respected, as a quarterback. Now this season, maybe he might not get his job back, and I understand that. But when you need him, he will be ready. And when you need him, I think you should put him in. If Dak Prescott starts to struggle in the playoffs, if he starts to struggle at the end of the season, put Romo in and let him carry this team to the championship that he richly deserves, because he's been playing for years. He's got beaten up for years, and he's did anything he possibly could to win a championship that's rightfully his and for his team. I think he deserves this, and Dak has his whole life ahead of him. Take nothing away from Dak Prescott, but don't throw Tony Romo out like he's a piece of garbage, because he's not. He's carried this team for years. As Ultimate Cowboy has said, that I agreed with him. I kept listening to that video, and I thought about, he's actually carried us for years. And no respect. Just give the guy his respect. Give the guy, his opportunity. And when he wins the Super Bowl, if he does, if we go to the Super Bowl this year, he'll be considered great. If not, he'll be considered good. He'll probably miss the Hall of Fame. He has great numbers, but he hasn't gotten the job done in postseason time, and it's sad. But Tony Romo deserves his respect. And as a Cowboy fan, I think that he finally does deserve his respect that he deserves, and hopefully he'll make it to the Super Bowl and win for us, along with Dak Prescott. Because Dak Prescott, again, I don't want to change anything. He's playing well. He keep him in, because he's playing well. You don't want to ruin it, but when he struggles and when he needs help, don't hesitate to put Romo in. Don't, because Romo can help him a lot. And Dak Prescott even said, Romo has been so much help to me. It's so encouraging to hear that. So again, don't blame Romo. He's done so much for this team, always remember what he's done. People are screwing him over, saying that we don't care about Tony. He's a bum. You don't care about him. You should care about him. He's carried this team for years, and people don't see that. But again, look at the stats. Look at his career. Look at all the stats. Look at the numbers he's put up, and tell me, is he a good quarterback? And just look for yourself. Go to NFL.com. You can see his stats. Go on Google, type in Tony Romo stats. You can see his career. They'll drop it down for you every season. Look at his QBR. Look at his completions. Look at his completion percentage. Look at his touchdowns to interception ratio. See, every single year, he's been consistent. Every single year, his passer rating has not been under 90. Every single year. Look at it. I know this year he's missed a lot of games. But think about this. He's missed over 30 games, right? But he still broke Aikman's records. He's missed 30 games, and he still broke Aikman's records. Aikman's all-time passing records. And he's still, guys, the third highest leading passer rater in the league. But he sucks. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, but whatever. But again, I'm not trying to take anything from Dak Prescott. He's balling out. Keep him in. He's going to be a good guy. I think, Dak Prescott's really rolling. So, again, I'm not trying to take anything away from him. He's a savage. I'm going to get his jersey soon. I like Dak Prescott a lot. I like how he's playing right now. But, again, don't forget about this guy, Tony Romo, who's carried us for years. Tony Romo. Don't forget about him. He's a good guy. Okay? So this is Joe 911 Turbo. It's my first video. I may make more in the future, but, again, listen to Ultimate Cowboy. Go to Ultimate Cowboy's page. Listen to some of the stuff he has to say, because he's a good guy, and he makes a lot of sense. All right, I'm out. Peace.